This is a reading program that I used with my son to teach him how to read. It combines story reading, phonics, and writing to promote reading success. So this program uses real children's literature as the main tool to teach kids how to read. And it worked really great for us, for my son. Before trying this, we tried a different reading curriculum, and in the beginning it worked well with him, but then after a while he did not like it, and it was like the worst subject for him. He would cry sometimes. And then I researched and found this program, which he loved and I loved as well. A sample of a lesson with this. This is a sample of it. So you start off by having your child read a few books that he's already read, that he's familiar with, and then you write down any observations or teaching points that you may have that you noticed while he was reading. And then you bring out a new book for them to read, which you have already introduced the day before. And then you have the child read the new book, and again you write down any observations that you noticed. You also work with letters or words, like if you notice your child is having trouble with maybe new words, for example. So you can, like this one here says practice H with dry erase. And then these are some of the words that they were practicing. So after the reading and working on letters or words that they're having trouble with, then you move on to story writing. And in the very beginning, your child will start writing maybe just one sentence. And, you write down what you worked with, what you guys were working on, like uppercase at the beginning of sentence, the CK chunk, things like that. And after a while, your son or daughter will be writing short stories. So at the end of the lesson, after they read and familiar books and a new book, and you work with some words or letters that they need help with, and after your child has written a short story or sent a few sentences, at the end you introduce the new book that your child will be reading the following day. So for example, you write the title, and you basically just go over the book, you read it over so that your child can get an idea what the book is about, and you just talk about it, maybe look at the pictures. That way they already have an idea of what they're going to be reading the next day. And so this book on the following day would be this one here. In the program, they really recommend that you keep a basket labeled Books I Can Read, where your child can have easy access to the books. And these are just some of the books that we used for him while he was learning to read. And they actually give you a list. In the very back of this is a list based on level, whatever level your child is in, of all the big books that you could read with this program. You could also go to the library, and the library, I know ours has a list also based on grade level for the kids that we also used. So this here are some watercolors and color pencils that we used for his writing. This is where he did his writing, and this was for him very exciting. He looked forward to it and really enjoyed it. So basically I had him pick what subject he wanted to write about, and he just took off with that, and he was writing and drawing and with color pencils. I believe in the beginning he was using the watercolors. And so this is now all his stories that he wrote, and he is now in 2nd grade, and he actually asked if we could continue doing this because he really enjoyed it. This program really worked very well for us, and I would recommend it for anyone that is teaching a child to read.